Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to Toe Tags Metal Reviews, and today we're getting our first impressions of the brand new album from Benighted titled Obscene Repressed. Benighted, death metal from France. These guys have been around for a long time, a couple decades. I think their inception was 1998 if I read correctly. And we only just discovered this band maybe a couple years ago.
Yeah.
We see some singles popping up on YouTube. We're like, hey, let's check these out. These guys make brutal videos, and they have a pretty brutal sound. I went back and listened to a bit of their discography, not the whole thing, but a couple albums. And yeah, these guys have some stuff that really hits the mark, but I was finding that albums as a whole had trouble really gripping me and pulling me in. So I don't know, hopefully this album changes that. Hopefully there's elements of this album that really just stand out and light a spark.
Yeah, we did listen to Implore the Negative, which I find to be a fucking amazing song.
It is.
I love that song.
The singles, I find the singles are great. Singles are awesome, they pull you in, but when you listen to a whole album, at least for me, they weren't quite hitting the mark. So hopefully this one's different. We're gonna go listen to it for the first time in its entirety, and we'll be back to give you guys our very first impressions, so stay put. Okay, we just listened to Obscene Repressed in its entirety. I'm gonna hand the floor to TV Fish. Let us know your thoughts.
All right, this album was a lot to unpack after listening to it for the first time. Now, my favorite song, my highest rated song was Implore the Negative, the single that I listened to before. That song is disgusting. I love Jamie Josta's feature on the song. I love the trading between the vocals. It's just a super nasty song. But there are other songs that share this nastiness.
Oh yeah.
There are two other songs, track number 3 called Brutus and track number 4 called The Starving Beast. Those songs were like my second highest rated, like they both tied, and they're both nasty. Now Brutus is interesting because it starts with this really pretty sounding acoustic guitar, which is unique to the album. There's no other song that does that. And the intro was really weird. Like when the band comes in, I was not sure metrically what was happening. It's something I'd have to take a look at closer, but it threw me off a little bit. But the bass, I think that's one of the shining points of this album is how the bass sounds. It's just so deep and disgusting. Oh, and it really shines on Brutus. And The Starving Beast has a different pace, which is really good, which is, I feel like a little bit of a pitfall from the band's other albums where everything kind of had a similar pace. This album, changed it up a lot more than the other albums, which is cool.
Yeah.
And The Starving Beast is a perfect example of that. And then the 1 minute mark, I noted that it was fucking awesome that they were playing a riff and then each bar they were slowing it down. That was disgusting. They did that a few times on the album, but that was the first time it happened and it blew me away. I thought that was cool.
There was actually a lot of creative ideas like that in this album that was really impressive. Like a lot of the songs are pretty short overall, like about 3 minutes. There's a couple that are a little longer.
Like 4, no more than like 4.
But as you said, there's a lot packed into these songs.
Oh yeah.
But the transitions are so smooth. It feels like you listen to like a 5 or 6 minute song sometimes, and you look at the time and just like, oh my god, it's only 3 minutes long.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That happened. I was like, there was a 3 minute song, I forgot which one it was. It might have been Brutus, and I'm like, there's no way that was 3 minutes.
Yeah. You mentioned the bass throughout the album, specifically for Brutus. I made a note about bass in Brutus as well, because there's a subtle bass drop towards the end, the bridge outro kind of part, which I thought was pretty cool highlight. The Starving Beast was my highest rated song, track 4. The first 30 seconds of this song is just sick. The drummer is all over the place, does all kinds of insane things, lots of finesse, a good diversity of style. You hear a lot of different beats, a lot of D beats, a lot of blast beats, a lot of typical metal beats.
One thing that you do hear, which is completely different to all of that, in track number 7 called Muzzle, is swing. These guys literally swing, jazz swing. And that caught me so off guard, like, wow, they're doing this.
And the thing is, it happens like in the middle of the song. It just kind of cuts to that. Or maybe there's a bit of a transition, I can't remember exactly, but then we both look at each other and we're like, oh my god, that jazz swing? That's a jazz swing.
They're really doing that. And honestly, the second half of that song is pretty awesome, like from the swing onward.
Yeah, like it starts off heavy, it goes to that part, then it finishes even more brutal than it started. There's just a lot to take in. There's even vocally, this album is very diverse in its just meanness of vocals. I don't know the name of the singer, but he sings, he's multilingual. There's English lyrics and French lyrics. All of his vocals are harsh. There's no clean vocals, but there's a nice varied range of harsh vocals. Everything from pig squeals to just dirty gurgles to just growls and a little bit more harsh vocal. They're all just really cool, and there's a good diversity of it in different songs, and just a good use of his voice.
Yeah, this album just has so much to it, and everyone in the band has so much going on throughout the album. It's not like anything is overly straightforward. Like, every song has just even tiny bits. Like in Implore the Negative, there's a tiny thing the drummer does where, you know, he's like doing a roll on the cymbals. It's so small and so subtle, but it's there. Yeah. And I feel like this is gonna be one of those albums where throughout the week, we find so many tiny little things that stand out to us in all the songs.
I think so too. I think it was really hard to take in everything we just heard. Because there's a lot sprinkled in. What I'm worried about, and this is something that I kind of felt listening to this album, is that the first half felt very strong. The second half felt not weak, but a little bit just more of the same.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that's something that maybe if we listen to the second half first, we'll get the opposite impression. Maybe there's a little bit of a fatigue factor in there where it all does kind of blend in as one full package. So once you've heard enough of it, you're kind of like, okay, I've heard too much.
Yeah.
But hopefully that's not something that really happens throughout the week listening to the album. You know, there's certain songs like Scarecrow, track number 9. I said there's a lot of cool stuff happening, but nothing's really sparking.
Yeah.
Except the very end, there's this nasty snarl at the end of that song. And there's another nasty snarl at the end of track number 10, which I don't even want to say the title.
Mom, I love you the wrong way.
Yeah, that's an odd title for a song. It's just, you know, there's lots of cool stuff. I'm going to mention track number 11. I didn't really write much notes for it, but the title's an oxymoron. Undivided Dismemberment. Thought that was kind of interesting choice of song title there. But yeah, I got a lot of notes for a lot of songs, a lot of cool things. Implore the Negative. The intro has like a Sepultura Soulfly style tom beat at the beginning, which I thought was pretty cool. The drums though, man. The drums are just insane on this album. There's so much just stuff going on. Very skilled drummer. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Yeah. Just very skilled drummer.
I didn't feel similar to you in regards to the second half of the album, but I think those songs do have their moments regardless, and I think that there's a lot to unpack throughout the week.
Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna listen to this album as much as we possibly can throughout the week. We'll be back in a week to give you guys our full and final review of Obscene Repressed. That's it for this video, so leave a like, comment below, let us know what you guys think of this album, if you guys are fans of Benighted or not, or if this is a new band to you, as it pretty much is for us. That's it for this video, guys. I'm Vile Self.
I'm TV Fish.
Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. We'll see you guys on the next one.